if you want hot water in your tank when you're running, just open that valve, and that will heat your hot water, take a shower, or anything.
Which valve?
Right there, that yellow one right here.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it going? You see the green light?
No, I have red light, but it says recording.
It does?
Yeah, you want to test it?
The valve right there that went down there.
You see this valve?
Tell me how to zoom in.
Here, I'll do it. I'll do it.
No, just tell me how to zoom
No,
in.
no, it's fine. All right. Yeah, okay.
All right, that's where you shut the water off to the engine. Okay? Now, I put that in brand new the last time the boat was out, and let me tell you why. I had a short arm, okay? And the original valve was way down underneath there. You know where I showed you where we patched that hole in the bottom of the boat?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay? So I took it up from over there and I put it there. So much easier to get to. Okay? You got your freshwater cooling. You got your oil fill. Oh, that's about it in the village.
Okay, you said somewhere there was a hot water pump switch. Is that it down here? Or is that somewhere else?
I'm going to show you that.
Okay. All right, and
Your hot water switch is on your raw water pump. Your water pressure, okay? Which I'm going to show you that by your right foot.
all right, in terms of the dipstick,
Okay, which is right here.
should be about. Is there a?
Mark right there. She's right on the mark. See that height, that little notch right there?
Mm-hmm.
It's right on it.
Okay.
Okay.
And the frequency of change in the oil.
At least once a year. I normally do it twice. It's up to you.
Okay. Is
But
it based on number of hours or?
Well, I don't have my other book here, but I see you got 140 hours on this boat. It was probably done at about 130. See, this boat ain't been out of the slip about half a dozen times this year. So you only got, hell, that engine ain't even really broke in.
But you also don't want the oil just sitting in
But
the.
let me remember, you need to remember something about diesel. That's going to go in the same color as your car oil, okay? Your car oil, when it gets 4,000 miles on it, still looks the same color.
Mm-hmm.
Diesel, after one run or two runs, it looks black like that. Okay, you'll never see diesel oil clear like in your car.
Mm-hmm.
When you put it in, it is. But after you've run it, diesel oil always goes off black. Okay, and that's because of the sulfur and all that. Now see,
You still recording?
now when we start this engine, always be sure this is down. Okay, always down.
Okay.
Okay, to start it, just. That's it.
That's kill switch.
Yeah. And then just turn your key off.
It always starts up easy like that?
Oh yeah.
That's great.
Okay, now.
And then you mentioned that I guess the engine temperature would be between 160 or 180. 180 down here. 180 degrees down in Chesapeake, you said, because the warmer water, 160
yeah,
and
yeah. But you'll normally find she'll 180 all the time.
Okay.
Okay. And so you got gauges here, your temperature.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, remember what I told you? The gauge out, you got a hot water, a temperature gauge outside there.
Mm-hmm.
To make that one work out there, you just got to change these wires. Okay. Take this wire off right here and put that on there. All right.
Okay, so take the orange off, put yellow on.
Right.
For the outside gauge.
Right.
Okay.
Now, if you put them in both together, they won't work.
Right.
Because, you know, they're drawing more ohms or amps or whatever you want to call it,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Now, your fuel filters are right here,
Watch this down.
okay? You got two. You got one here, the second, and then number 3 is right down there. See it where it says Napa?
Where?
Oh, you're not going to be able to see it. That black cylinder?
No, the white cylinder right there.
Oh, right here. Oh, okay. I see. I see.
Okay.
Right below there.
Now
Okay.
see, this is an extra one I put in last year. Because diesel, you need clean fuel all the time. Okay? And when you take these off and you change the filters, always be sure this is back tight. Because if you suck air with diesel, you're not going to run.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Now, when you take these off,
So is it the same cartridge for all three?
no,
Okay.
just these two.
Okay.
That's a different cartridge. All right, so you take these off, take
Mm-hmm.
that filter out,
Mm-hmm.
drain it from the bottom, get your water and your sludge out, which is, you got valves right here.
Mm-hmm.
Fill it back up with diesel again. Bring it up about so far, put this in it, and then add your diesel again.
Okay.
Okay.
We say fill it up. You fill it up with just a
Diesel.
no, but out of it just a regular
Jug.
jug. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, but what I do one at a time. Okay? I'll do this one first. Well, either one, it don't matter, but I'll do one at a time, then I'll do, then I'll run the engine,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll do the other one, do everything, clean it out, and do all that. Put it back in, fill it, run the engine. Okay? Same way with that one down there. You don't do them all at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
This one, however, looks like it's what you have in your hand, which is the screw type
Yeah,
cartridge.
now that one, there's a screw on the top of that thing. You see it right below that little knurl nut?
Yes.
Right, you got to loosen that out, up, and it comes off the bottom.
Okay.
And that filter goes in between them.
Okay.
Okay? So you got a gasket. And
Is
a
that
lip.
this thing right here?
Yeah.
Right there?
Okay?
That looks a little more difficult to actually do then.
Yeah, that's the other reason is that's why I put that in there. Okay, now right in here, you got another bilge pump switch, which
Want me to
if you
try to
push
get
it here, that makes it come on, manual.
Okay.
See it? And you got to hold it on. And then, okay,
Okay.
well then you can put it back
It's automatic.
to automatic.
All right.
Okay?
So again, frequency of the filters, you said twice a year?
Yeah, at least.
All
You'll
at the,
notice
all
I-
at the
if-
same time? Do all three at the same time?
That's right. And you'll
Okay.
notice I left you a bunch of filters.
Okay.
Okay. All right, now, right here, is a plug. When you want to clean your knot meter, okay, you pull your knot meter out and you stick this in it
Okay.
without sinking your boat.
Where's the knot meter?
Right down in this corner, right underneath here.
You're not going to be able to see it. Right?
Yeah. But anyway, that's what that's for, okay?
Okay. And that just hangs on a hook down there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, then you got to lighten the bilge here.
But wait a minute, when you pull the knot meter out, doesn't the water start coming in?
Well, that's why I
You
said you got
gotta
to get it in quick before the boat sinks.
Yeah.
And then right here, you got a light. See that light right there? In your bilge?
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
See, I put all this stuff in to make
Yeah,
my job easier. You know?
Right, if you have to work on it in the dark
Yeah.
or something, absolutely.
The
That's
same
great
way
then.
in this one in the back too.
Okay.
How do you
Yeah.
turn it on?
It's just there's a switch over here
This switch
behind
right
the
here.
Okay.
instruments.
So that's that. And oh, now we're here. Let's do this. The water. When the valves are in that angle, both your water tanks are on. Okay?
Okay.
You bring them up, your water tanks are off. Okay?
Show me that again.
These yellow handles, vertical is off,
Uh-huh.
horizontal is on.
So now the water tanks are on?
Yeah. All right, now.
When do you ever close them?
I never do.
Okay.
All right, now the other thing is when you want to winterize, okay? You pull this hose off here
Mm-hmm.
and open these valves and drain your tanks into the bilge and it'll pump it out, okay?
Okay.
Now let me tell you how
And
I
then you put antifreeze in the line or no?
Yeah, that pink stuff.
Okay.
But let me tell you how I do it. I drain my tank in the wintertime. I drain my tanks. I'll probably put 1 or 2 gallons in the port tank and about 7 or 8 gallons in the starboard tank. Okay? When you get the pump going, you turn on your hot water faucet first. You get all that pink stuff through the hot water tank into your hot water faucets. Okay? You turn that hot water up. You do the same for the cold until the pink stuff comes out. Then, you know these outside spotlights that you put, I'll have to show you. I put one in here to heat the engine room.
Mm-hmm.
I put one back there to heat the batteries in that room. That's all I do to winterize. And I shut that valve off. That's all I
Okay.
do.
So the spotlights,
Yeah.
No, it's for warmth. It's a little bit.
but
of
do you
a
keep
heat.
them on?
Yeah, leave them on all winter long.
Yeah.
You leave the lights on.
Yeah. And see,
Pressed into to the shore power?
yeah. Yeah.
So the pink fluid is not antifreeze. It's something else.
It's 50-50 mix. I'll show you some. I got some on the other boat.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, let me turn this up. We don't need that on.
All right. Can I close this?
Yeah.
Wait, let me.
Oh, by the way, in terms of changing the oil,
Okay, let me tell you what I do. I have a pump that goes down that dipstick. I warm my engine up till it gets good and warm.
okay.
I shove this tube down the dipstick and suck it out. And that's it. What they call an
Right.
oil pump.
Right, because there's no place to drain it from below.
And if you notice how clean that bilge is,
Yeah.
there's never been a drop of oil put in that bilge.
All right. Is this like this is a specialty pump or this is?
Yeah, just go, you need it, the one I have is expensive. Mine cost $100 and some bucks because I do a lot of boats.
Is it an oil pump?
Yeah.
Is that what it's
Go-
called?
Yeah, oil pump. Get one that goes in a drill,
Okay.
okay?
All right. All right, and then you're pulling it out, and you just basically it's draining through
What
a
I
hose
do-
into a bucket
yeah,
on the other side.
You know, I get a 5-gallon bucket.
Okay.
And,
And
you drain it in
How
that.
many quarts of
6
oil?
quarts.
6 quarts. And is it is it regular?
Yeah, I use 30 weight.
Just 30 weight solid, no
yeah.
10/30.
No,
Okay, and that's regardless of where you're down here or up north.
that's it.
Okay. And it's in the Perkins manual, I presume. all
Yeah, you
that
got
stuff.
2 books up there on Perkins. I think I showed them to you.
Yeah, you did.
It tells you everything you need to know. It gives you your part numbers for your parts.
Okay.
It tells you how to do anything you need to do. Set your valves and all that. Okay?
All right. Do you ever have any? Well, I guess it's a brand new engine, so to
Right,
speak.
oh, no,
You've had no
that's-
alternator problems, or
I'm
that's
just going to tell you.
okay.
That's not the original alternator. That's a 100 amp alternator.
Okay.
Okay? Normally you get a 60 or 80 amp. That's a 100 amp.
Where's the alternator?
It's right there by the fan belt.
See, so I changed that.
No
Okay?
idea where the alternator is.
And the reason I went to 100 amp is because you're charging 4 batteries.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Okay. And frequency of changing the fan belts? I mean, most
I have
fan
never
belts.
changed the fan belt.
Okay.
But you got an extra one on board. Okay? You got an extra water pump impellers on board.
Mm-hmm.
You've got all that. Actually, you got a kit. In other words, if your fan belt breaks, you got one over there in the box.
Mm-hmm.
If you need an impeller, you got here, and you got some. You get extra fuel injectors. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now that's something I need to tell you, so you know. When you bleed this thing, if you get air in the system, just
By the way, adding the oil is right here. Where,
yeah,
where do you
right
add the
here.
oil? Right there.
Right here. This is just a breather. See.
Oh, it's okay. Fine.
All right, but you see in here. In here's some little. See these little.
Cartridge or something?
No, it's like a screen.
Okay.
Keep that clean, because that's your breather for your air.
Okay.
Okay, and if it gets dirty, you'll smoke out the back. Okay?
What would just
Oil
get it
goes there.
dirty? What would get it dirty?
Just air,
Okay.
dust in the
So
bilge.
dust coming
or,
in. Frequency of cleaning that?
Once a year, twice a year.
Okay.
Okay, now let me show you something. If you have air in your system, okay, you need to break your injector. So you want to do the first one first, okay? So come back here. You see that little nut right there? Right there? Or whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
I just break it loose, turn the engine over till you see fuel coming out of there,
Mm-hmm.
then lock it back. Same way with that one.
Wait, same. Which one?
Let fuel come out, lock it back. And probably by the time you get to the third one, the engine will be running.
And the symptom of air is just that it won't turn over.
Oh, the engine will turn over like hell, but it won't start.
Okay.
Okay? It just won't start. So that tells you got to
But normally if that happens, you probably think it's a fuel filter problem, right?
fuel, water, anything like that.
Okay.
Okay?
But I'm saying getting air in is probably the least likely occurrence.
Yeah, the only time you're going to get air in is when you change these filters if you don't watch what you're doing.
Okay.
Okay? Other than that, you're not going to, once the engine's running, you're never going to get air.
Okay.
But once she runs and if she stops, then you know you got air.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Okay, good. Why don't you stop?
Okay, the cabin lights are on right now.
Okay.
Okay, to use your lights up here, that's that switch. To use all your 12 volts power in the boat, it's that switch. Okay?
Which one?
That top one.
Cabin light?
All right, so turn that off because we don't want it on. All right, then you come down your panel, you got all your lights.
Running.
But now the only switch that I leave on in this whole boat is that switch right down next to the bottom where it says Bill's pump.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? That's the only switch I leave on when I leave the boat. Is that.
Okay.
Same
And I
with-
think just stay on this. So you said I think keep the both batteries on when starting,
Yeah.
or do you switch it to one or the other?
Well, you can do it to either one, but what you should do, you should always try and run one battery. You know, keep them both up.
Okay.
You know, and
But
so
which one is the starting battery? One or two? Or they
either one.
They do go. Okay, both. All right.
What's the test battery 1, test battery 2?
And move that
just,
switch
yeah,
to the
just
right.
gives you,
Yeah.
just tells you how many volts.
Okay, your head's in the way.
Yeah. It's just
Okay,
telling
now
how
let me
many
tell you.
volts.
The thing is, you want to do. You really ought to start it on one battery. Okay. Say number 1, and then you go to hit the battery to start it, and it don't turn over. So you flick it to number 2. Then you flick it to both. You should kick it over. Okay.
Okay.
Now.
So you're saying do that.
Huh?
Do one
Yeah.
alone, two alone, or both if worse comes to worse.
Yeah, but I see when I leave it like this. When I leave the boat, when it's on charge,
Yeah.
I leave it on both, so it's charging both batteries.
Okay.
It's plugged in now? Where's it charging it from?
From the shore power right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's the engine that's
Yeah.
doing it.
Okay. Your compass, your depth finder, your radio, your VHF radio, your blower, your water pressure, and your autopilot. Okay? All work.
And do you leave the blower on when you're
Let me
using
explain
the engine?
something. Let me explain something. When you got a diesel boat, you don't really need a blower.
Okay.
In fact, if they sell you, very rare does a boat come through with a blower with a diesel.
Because there's no fumes? Is that what it is?
Now let me tell you what. Guess how much them 2 panels cost me?
$600.
A little over.
Hmm.
A little over. Yep, a little over. Okay, let's look under here. You got a bunch of sail fittings. Okay.
Brand new starter.
You got a bunch of, extra little parts and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That I used on the, God, I can't think of it. The cruising spinnaker.
Okay.
Okay, that's what that's for. And you got some backflow preventers, for
Mhm.
your water. You got some cleats and clamps and pulleys and, little odds and ends.
Mm-hmm.
That starter, that costs over $300.
Where's
Okay.
the starter? That thing back there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
All right.
Foley?
And then this is your harness,
Mm-hmm.
so you don't fall overboard.
Right.
And then back there in the back, I don't know if you've seen it, you got a bosun's chair.
I think I did see
Okay,
it.
to climb your mast. Okay? I bet that ain't been used 6 times. I'd see,
This is to turn on the propane heater. You
Yeah,
turn on the
light switch.
cabin lights first.
Yeah.
Okay, then
The propane is turned off the
Yeah,
light
turn
switch?
that off while
Yeah.
we're here, that gas underneath. Turn that gas off outside.
I mean,
Yeah, yeah, reach on top of the tank and turn it off, because
Then-
I think it's empty.
the gas control panel.
Yeah, just turn it on.
Okay,
Turn that valve on,
then that
like that.
red guy.
Yeah.
Make it parallel.
And then
Okay.
you just,
Now here we are.
And then you
this is
turn
the
that on?
propane heater.
yeah.
Let me just look at it real close.
See?
Turn it to the left.
And just let it flick
Let it
till
click.
it comes on.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
Okay. Now,
push
if it
in.
doesn't turn on automatically, can you do it with a match?
That's yeah, I've done it with a match. Yeah. So you just push that in,
Push in.
turn it on, click it,
Click. Okay,
and it's
so
on.
do it one more time. It's off now. Start with
So
off.
you turn it on,
Turn it to the right.
and then you
Push in
push
and
it,
click to the
click it.
left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Got
That's it. You bring it out.
Looks
turn
like-
it back on.
Good.
Now lock it up here to keep, and it goes outside. Just don't
Okay.
step on it outside when it's running.
Okay.
And is there sort of a high and a low setting?
Yeah.
I want to get that close up.
All right, when we put that on right now, that's heat.
Okay.
Then we put up, want it cool, we put up the cool. Then we want it high, we go higher. So it's twofold.
Got it.
Is there any kind of filter for this thing? I get it.
You pull them apart. Yeah.
Or just this? Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
What? That's the filter?
yeah.
Yeah. It's like a regular it's a dust filter.
And does it throw off good heat?
Yeah, put you out of here.
Yeah?
I'll tell you what, and if you're sleeping up there in the wintertime, run you out.
Okay.
If you're sitting here in the summertime with it cool, run you out. See, that's 12,000 BTU
Wow, that's
with an
big.
8,000 BTU heat strip. Okay?
Luckily you don't pay. Do you pay for electric here?
Damn right. Well, let me tell you what I pay. Every 2 months it's 4.
Okay, go ahead.
This one has a red dot.
Yeah,
Now, which way does the air go?
brings it out.
Pulls it out.
Yeah, now
this
this
one
is-
brings it in.
Yeah. Ain't bringing in much.
Not much, but you can feel a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's good to have. If you didn't have that, you'd have mildew.
So you keep it
Okay.
going. Keep it going all the time. Except in the winter. You don't do it in the winter.
No, I shut it up. I want it warm in here in the winter. So in the winter, I'll open up the curtains, get as much heat in as I can get. Okay.
But it seems
All
pretty
the sparks.
dry in here. It doesn't seem.
Well, that's because you got. See, I opened that little window there. See it right there?
Okay.
I opened that, and then with your 3 vents going, you don't see any mildew on this boat.
No, nothing.
I know you,
Smells good,
and
too.
you don't see no mildew.
I'm good at smells.
Okay.
Now,
All right,
wait,
and
what's
then,
this?
so this is the solar fan.
All right, this ain't. All right, this is your high tide clock.
Right.
It needs a battery.
What kind of
Okay. Just a little 2-volt. What do you call it? A little AAA battery.
AAA, AA?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's all that needs, and that's just your
Barometer.
barometer. That's it. But that all works.
Okay.
Okay, should we just take a look at the batteries with the inverters over here?
Okay. Right there.
These are golf cart batteries?
Yeah. 6-volt.
So that means they're deep cycle. Is that what they
Yeah.
are?
Deep cycle?
Mm. Yeah.
Now is that the extra battery or the...
That's to run the refrigerator.
Ah,
When you leave the dock,
okay.
you come off of them batteries.
How long will it run?
Day and night. 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. But you need to remember, you need to run that engine every once in a while to charge them.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you said
I got a
sort
splitter
of half
back.
hour in the morning, half hour
Yeah, I
at
got a
night.
splitter back there, so it charges all 3 batteries, or all 4 batteries.
Okay, so the 100 amp
Well, handle anything.
alternator is handling everything
Yeah.
in charge. All right, and then is the inverter on all the time or no?
No, it's off. All right, get down underneath there. See that box right there? Come, bend down, bend down, bend down.
I'm bending.
See that box right
Uh-huh.
there?
Yep.
That's the inverter. You
That's
have
the
to
inverter.
Right.
It
Now that's to
says,
run 110 volts.
Trip
when-
light.
Yeah.
Trip light.
that's the-
120 volt AC.
Yeah. Now you put that on when you leave the dock. Now that runs off of these 2 batteries
How do you
too.
turn it on?
There's a switch over there.
Okay.
I got the paperwork. Everything that's in this boat, you got
Yeah.
paperwork for.
Okay.
Okay.
And that allows us to plug in and use
Right.
110 volt,
Right.
okay, which includes the fridge
Right.
and the microwave.
Yeah.
Okay. And in terms of,
And see, that's got some plugs in there that you can plug into the side of it.
but we don't have, right here we have a test for batteries 1 and 2. We don't really have a test for battery 3, so you don't really know. The only thing that would happen is your fridge would go off. So these batteries are running in series 6
Right.
and 6.
Yeah, so to give you the 12 volt.
Okay. All right. And the reason you do that rather than say one 12 volt.
This lasts twice as long.
Okay.
Okay. A good example, if you put a 12 volt battery in there, they'll go down overnight, say. You put 6 volt and they'll take 2 nights. You know, but you know, I'm using that as theory.
Right.
This aluminum, this plate here, I put that up there too.
I think you have to with the
It don't call for it.
Really?
No. I just,
Okay. No, no.
Yeah, I just like to do
I'm
stuff
very
that-
concerned about, you know, fire.
yeah, I
and
like to
stuff
do
that, so-
stuff and, you know.
Now, did you ever use this? I
Oh
mean, if
yeah,
you had the fridge.
yeah, it's ice chest.
I know, but if you had the fridge,
Well, then you can use it for storage.
yeah.
Well, that's what I used to do. I used to keep my water in there and my sodas and, you know. But let me tell you what,
How does it drain?
Into the bilge?
is it right there's a, yeah, right there, yeah. See, all right, let me explain you something. You always put your ice up the top.
Ice up the top.
Ice up the top, okay?
Okay.
And your stuff down the bottom. Cool air goes down.
Yeah.
So that's why you put your ice to the top. And you can put in block ice.
So you put a block up there
Yeah, a couple of blocks.
and your stuff down there.
Yeah,
I always put the ice in the bottom, but it makes more sense to put the ice
yeah.
up at
So
the
you
top.
always put, see, and that's where your drain is for your
Yep.
your water up top. Okay?
And then you, does this move? No.
No. But anyway,
Okay, let's go to the head.
you see, and I like to keep that open.
Well, that
You
makes
listen,
sense.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
it keeps everything. You know, that's why the boat is like it is. It's you know, no mildew, no nothing.
This little guy.
Yeah, they all work.
There's a switch for this guy.
We get it turned off right now, but all that stuff works. Oh yeah,
I'm just looking for the switch for this. Oh,
it's
there it is.
it's on the side of the. Oh, it ain't
Oh.
wired in.
This one's not wired?
Nah. I'll tell you what. When Tony did something, oh, you see these two wires, Joe?
Yeah.
Just take it in the back and put them back up. He took this off to do something when he was doing something in here. Tony, I never put it back, but it works.
Yeah, no, I know, because these things work.
Yeah, they all work. All right, let me explain you what else we need to do here.
Okay, where would those switches go? Those little wires go to?
Right in the back of the light.
Back of
See,
the
here's
light.
the switch is
goes-
right here.
Okay.
He took this off. See the switch right here?
Yep, yep.
It just goes to the back of that switch. In fact, let me tell you what he did, Joe. You see this?
Yeah.
You see the male connector, female
Yeah.
connectors
I
here?
just put it right in there.
He used them connectors for something. Okay, when he was doing something, so all you gotta do is just put two and it'll work.
Okay.
All right, now. let's
What'd
see.
you use this little hook for?
I can give you an honest answer.
It's hard for me to understand because this would go here,
Yeah, that goes there.
right? But then that little hook, what could hang off that little hook? I guess something hanging down here.
Hang your bra.
Right, to hang it right down there. Well, let me see how this, oh, it makes a nice, I guess it's stuck, oh, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that gives off a pretty good smell from the head.
Yeah, not
But
bad.
not, you get used to it. Okay, you want to do the head, Joe?
Yeah, go ahead. I
mean,
mean,
it's
it's going to be difficult for me to get in there. So
No, you'll be able to, he's going to go stand in there.
Okay.
I'm going to get up here.
Okay.
And you have this too, this little thing.
Yeah.
That's my bad foot. I was just walking
Oh yeah.
in October. I was just walking and my foot went like this.
They don't take long. My
And
neighbor
that-
just did that.
And you just crack that little
Yeah.
bone and then you don't have a foot.
Mm.
But it's much better.
Joe, up in there.
By the way, just so this fan, this is what turns these fans on. This
Yeah.
this thing here,
Yeah.
and this works off of the cabin light.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, now I don't know whether I told you that, but the cruiser spinnaker is down underneath there too. Didn't I tell you
I
that?
think you mentioned it.
And that's the prettiest thing you ever seen in your life.
Yeah,
Red, yellow.
Really?
Yeah. I bet it ain't been used
Yeah, we've. I
Five
mean,
times.
I've raced with spinnakers, but otherwise they're
And
just such a pain
also
in
in
the
that
neck.
same bag is what they call a shoot scoop.
What do you mean? That's a sea anchor?
No, a shoot scoop. What you do, you put it up,
Okay.
okay? And then you pull on another root. It unfurls, it brings it all the way to the top. Okay, so when you want to quit sailing, you just pull down on it, it's like a sleeve.
Oh, okay. For the
Okay.
spinning, I got you. So you don't have to take the whole thing down again.
Right, you just leave
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Okay, and it's called a shoot scoop.
Will this stay up?
Yeah?
Will it stay up?
You gotta tighten them knobs.
Okay. Get it down again. I don't think I'm strong enough for this
I'll
angle.
tighten that one then. Yeah, you gotta get it up, because you
Yeah.
gotta go in a notch.
Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
Joel do it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay, yeah. I don't know what else you want.
I think you mentioned it for the.
Fresh water. Fresh water.
Oh yeah, I want to look at the water. We didn't turn the water on. Is it on?
Yeah, we're gonna.
Well, you can either have with the pump on. You can use the regular faucets.
Can we put on the pump? Is it running?
No, it's
Yeah.
with and
Why
then
not?
without the
Electricity.
switch on, you can manually pump
It
it.
pumps?
Yeah.
Is there water in the tank?
Yeah. Joe, hit the pressure water switch.
And what's this one here?
I'm gonna show you.
There's four. There's three.
Well, that one we don't use that one.
Oh, what is it? What was it?
Hear the pump come on?
Yeah, I hear it.
See it?
Mm-hmm.
That's the cold water. That's the hot water.
Okay.
Okay. And when it fills up the pressure, it will shut off.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you winterize it down here
Where?
when you keep it in Virginia?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you have to.
And I see it's the pressure's building up. See it shut off?
Mm-hmm.
All right, shut it off, Joe. So
Now I think we're still smelling some of the what you said you put in the tanks.
bleach.
To bleach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I haven't used this boat
Right.
Yeah.
this year. I've been so sick, but see, every year when I get ready for summer, I empty the pink stuff out of the tanks, okay? Or I'll just fill it up with water,
Mhm.
because you can drink the stuff, okay?
How much bleach do you use?
1 gallon each tank,
Okay.
okay? And that's what you're smelling now is bleach, but you can drink that. You know, it ain't gonna hurt you. That's what we put in wells when I was in the service.
Right, regular bleach.
Yeah, okay, and that's it.
Okay, and
Now-
how about this pump thing?
All right, now that one, when you get, I never use this, so you got to probably clean this ball in here when you're away from the dock, if the other don't work. So if you just do that, water will come out of there. This one I don't use at all. Okay, it ain't even turned on. Okay, what that is, it brings raw water in from outside,
Seawater.
seawater, and I don't use it. You know, they're more trouble than they're worth.
Yeah. So eventually this will pump.
Oh yeah, when you take that apart and clean it, because I bet it ain't been used in 10 years. There's a little ball in there, a little chuck valve. Yeah, it won't work.
Okay.
And now look, to drain that sink, you just take this valve and push it straight down.
Well, show me that again.
Off,
Okay. Off. Uh-huh.
on. Okay?
Okay. And do you keep it on or no?
No, I don't. See, you never leave a boat and leave all your valves on.
Yeah. Yeah. But when you're cruising.
Oh yeah, you can leave them on.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Fill it when we're ready to go. Fill it up, empty it, fill it.
Yeah.
And you said to do it into the bilge by removing the hoses that we saw.
Yeah, that
over
one
here.
hose. That one hose.
Okay.
Okay?
But that's going to be like, what's it, 50 gallon, 80 gallon?
80 gallon.
80 gallons. So you putting 80 gallons of water into the bilge.
Yeah, but it'll pump it out as soon as it fills up.
All
Once
right.
it gets to the height of that automatic, it'll pump it right out.
Okay. But if you wanted to, you could attach a regular garden hose, go out over the side or something like that, as long as you achieved enough.
Yeah, but you'd have to put a pump on a garden hose to
Right.
get it out of there, suck
Right.
it out. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Fill this up with the regular salt.
Yeah.
5-pound bag of salt.
Okay.
Okay, just put it in here.
Regular iodized salt.
Right. Okay. Put it in here and I stir it and stir it and stir it until it dissolves.
What liquid is in there?
Water.
Just water.
Yeah. And then put it back in there. Turn the valve on. And you're ready to go. By the way, you got some extra pots down here for your head. I told you that. Remember that? See them down there? You got a new pump.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then,
wait a minute. Where'd you put it that something can get to it?
what's that?
It just sits on something?
Yeah, it's just in the.
In the corner there.
Okay.
Just sits in the corner.
Okay.
Okay. The head. You just flush it. But I got it turned off. But never use the head unless that main valve right there is open, so the water.
It's open now?
Yeah.
You just turned it to the right. I don't understand how the box of salt is attached to anything.
The salt is.
The salt water.
No. The jug has a hose attached to it. Yeah.
Anyway, so you just put it in. And then it'll flush you, do whatever you got in there. But you don't put no paper towels, no nothing, and you just use
toilet paper.
Regular toilet paper.
Do you have to use marine toilet paper?
Okay, then for treatment,
And you said the treatment is maybe once a day, maybe.
well, depends how much you use it. Now, let me explain you something. In here, the water's brackish. Okay, so it ain't going to show you your salt content unless you really mix that up and use it. So this is going to come on now, and it's going to go into treatment, but I don't know what it will read.
I mean, salt high or salt low.
Yeah,
How often do you have to add salt?
whenever you see that tank go empty. But you know what I do sometimes? I just get a thing of salt here.
You can put it just in the toilet itself.
Yeah,
You put the salt in the toilet?
yeah. So
Because that's all it's doing.
That's all it's doing.
Yeah.
And salt is cheap.
But
So
see,
is that pumping now out?
no, it's just doing a treatment.
No, but I'm saying it changed. The noise changed.
That's
so
because it went into a treatment.
Okay.
You got two elements in there.
Okay.
I think we're
So that's
running
going
out of
into a
tape
treatment, so that'll shut off in a minute on its own.
now.
But every time you use that, it's pumping out. It's forcing it through the system.
Mm-hmm.
That system there is about $700, $800.
Now, if you see salt high or salt low, you just...
Well, you see salt low, just add a little, you know, it tells you you're running out of salt, no brine or nothing. So I'll just probably throw some in the toilet, and then when you flush it, it'll do the electrodes anyway.
So basically, if it's working fine, you won't see either.
See, all right, see that light on?
Yeah.
Low salt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, see it?
Mm-hmm. And again, at that point, if you have plenty of salt in the container, there's nothing you can do.
No, and that might show up that one. High salt, if you got
Okay.
a lot of salt. You know?
Okay. So that's a true reading. I mean, use the valves even while this thing is treating.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's
but
done.
don't flush it with that valve shut.
Okay.
Okay, always before you want to use this, be sure that valve there is open.
Oh, well, okay. Now using flush to change, because this says push to flush. That's real. This is really treat. This is push to treat.
Yeah,
That's flush.
yeah.
Okay, fine. No, I understood that you wouldn't
Yeah.
want to try to flush it without that thing being open.
Okay.
And that's it. Then it's done.
That's it.
No holding tank. No
No,
nothing.
nothing.
So that's what's great.
Yeah,
I mean, it's really.
it's a great
You ain't
head.
gonna worry taking a total party up to the
The anchor locker, the chain on the right,
is in use.
in use.
okay. The chain on the
What
left
is
is
that
the
about?
extra.
Is that 50 feet of chain?
Oh, you probably pretty close.
Okay.
And then the chain on the left and the rope on the left is an extra for an extra anchor.
Now I notice you don't have a Danforth. I'm sorry, you have a Danforth. You don't have a plow. This boat holds fine with Danforths.
Let me tell you
based
what.
on the bottom.
That anchor that I got right there,
Mhm.
I've had that in some hellacious storms. truthfully, and being honest with you. They'll do
Okay.
anything you want to do.
Okay.
Okay? So everything works up there. You got over 200 foot of rope on each thing.
What is that for?
Loran. And then where does it mount? It mounts?
Out here.
Okay.
And I
So
take
there's
them, what I do is take this down like this.
Through there?
Yeah. Okay. Dripping. See how it's dripping?
Yeah.
Well, let me see if I can get that. Hang on. Right here?
Yeah. That's about the right size drip you want too.
Mm-hmm.
And if that don't drip, you got a problem.
Where's it dripping?
It's dripping in
The shaft log, the cutlass bearing.
And the reason you have a problem is?
You're not getting no lubrication. It's cooling the bearing.
Okay.
Okay. See, and there's your hot water, your pump, your fresh water pump right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We got
Okay.
2 more minutes to tape.
Okay.
And that's about it. Then you got a light.
Well, what if it stops dripping like that?
Well, then you need to adjust it. I bet I adjusted it in 2 years, 3 years. Okay.
What's dripping?
Water. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just drill a hole down through the in there and take it to where you want.
Mount what? Wait.
The battery charger.
Okay.
So actually, I never did get to it. It's
There
one of
might
the,
be a problem though if you got any gas buildup from the propane with a battery charger.
That's
that
it.
would be,
That's another reason. See.
yeah, that you wouldn't want to do it.
Yeah. Or you could take the opposite side of the switch for the voltage.
Put it in the locker. Opposite the voltage. Okay, the autopilot.
Okay.
And then you just turn it on right here. Just put the button, push that button to auto, you see, and the light will come on. But let me explain you something about that autopilot. It does this. It needs to be calibrated
Mm-hmm.
by the book, and I've never done it. Okay? Never done it. So it works, you know, but it just don't. It's wishy-washy.
Mm-hmm.
This is
what
for the
you do.
cruising spinnaker.
Yeah. Okay.
Get that up above the rail.
And you got life jackets and